are once again live. Welcome to another stream of Buddah and XioniX playing games poorly. Tuesday edition. So,
This is very unlikely to ever happen again.
it is definitely not a super common occurrence, that's for sure.
That's right. So I set up a double feed or another iron plate load up because our iron plate was falling behind. So that's fixed.
Why on earth am I doing that?
This is always the fun part of the game. Who is your daddy and what does he do? I don't know. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I don't see a compelling reason for that to do that. Yeah, it must have been a way to feed the line. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking of that one. Whatever.
It's like reading hieroglyphics. We just have to define the nature.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I think I'm doing just fine on water. Sticks are my problem. Concrete. Fine, concrete.
Hmm.
Medium solution is a problem. Plates are fine. Interesting. Okay. Stop that right there. Plates. Plates. Dude, I have a lot in storage though. The hell? Chromium solutions. Chromium solutions. Just trying to make more. Shit, so I gotta like the internet said, homium is the major choke point.
Well, especially when the recycle rate's so low, yeah. That's right. Let me go check out these signs.
Some shit off the mine some.
Oh, no point in waiting. Still like increasing our drills and pump jacks efficiency. Oh, that's right. Poles. Cliff explosives. Can't wait till I have you.
That'd be nice.
It would also be nice if I could plant trees, but, you know.
Yeah, planting trees would be nice.
Oh, that's right. I made personal defense lasers. Forgot about that.
Yeah, that doesn't help me at all.
Had to give up 3 shields for it, but they do 33 damage, so...
It was worth it.
Hmm.
Pretty sure that's a cock.
A space cock.
That is absolutely a space cock.
Aliens do exist.
That is 100% a space cock.
Huh. Don't worry, it was procedurally generated.
Of course it was. Space cock.
I mean, some did pop up, but so it's not an achievement, but
Find the space
find
cock.
the space cock. Yes. Somewhere on the planet, you will find a space cock. Alright, so.
I know where I can find
You're looking for Dayquil and Nyquil?
blue and red.
Oh, no, that's green and red. My bad.
Chips.
No, I got a loose black stand up in my head.
Thinking about it, you might as well get green chips.
Wow. There's 2 crude oils out here with a combined yield of 260%.
So, compelling reason to limit. This is just a collection point for miscellaneous materials.
I mean, you were still trying to prioritize getting the holmium or whatever. So I could see, you know, feed more than keep less. But yeah, you're going to hit a point where it's like, might as well go for full yield.
Yeah. But up here is just like random shit that I'm putting together, like stone and stick. Stone. Stick. I am gonna need to build railways to move shit around eventually. One thing I am curious is how I'm supposed to get power lines across the ocean.
Why would you get power lines across the ocean? Oh, I figured you would just set up more accumulators. More lightning rods, more accumulators.
So the issue I have is this little island over here has a lot of scrap. It's 54 million scrap, but I don't have any power generation over here. But I guess I just need to run the harvesters and the pickers to load it onto a train. Like I don't need,
A lot of power.
yeah. I need to get that set up sooner rather than later. Yeah, cracking oil, heavy down to light. Anything else? Water. spaceships. So absolutely need to automate electrical engines. Regular kind. Let's jump in the water. I'm not doing anything regular.
Should be enough. But I hit that one since I view that as part of my perimeter.
Tremendous. Design this particularly well.
Yeah, it's your first attempt.
Yeah. Here in ours. Okay, build it up here.
So both requiring flying robot frames. Red chips. Yeah, with how these personal defense lasers work out. If I were to drop my armor, my shields, and put a few more on, I might not even have to be traveling around with all my turrets. Nope, not you.
So your personal laser defense is ruining everyone's day.
It's ruining a lot of. So what I do when I'm feeling confident is I'll try to skirt around the perimeter while firing rockets, you know, destroying the spawners.
Yeah.
And the personal defense laser, you know, they get close enough, starts doing constant damage, and yeah. Haven't seen any battery issues happening, but then again, I do have a nuclear and 4 batteries that store 100 megajoules apiece. And then once we get your science back over here, we can unlock Mark II batteries, or Mark III.
Need more than one of these robots. Don't need consistency.
Of course, to be fair, I'm not even sure for what we're gonna, well, what I'm planning on. Not even sure if we really need constructor robots. I mean, outside of what we're already just carrying on a person.
Water all the way up here. It'll be easier just to get some more ice up here.
The hell? Well, that was weird. Well, for a certain spec of time, all of a sudden green chips weren't going to the blue chip production. I was like, okay, let's double. Nope, lines are still running optimally. So why all of a sudden there was 0?
getting. Come on, I know there's supposed to be iron ore on this goddamn track. So. How else would I fucking have iron ore in my...
Aren't you picking iron ore off the tracks?
Not down here, I don't think. Check. I'm pulling a bunch of stone. That's why that's kind of struggling. But oh, I am pulling iron plate off. So the iron plate
Isn't going through to get recycled, so it could turn into iron ore.
Some of it's getting through. But yeah, it's not as much as I was hoping it would be. Yeah, no, there's still iron plate on here. Some of that's ending up.
Simple solutions. Go me. Oh, I just figured out a way to make it to where we're feeding both sides of the track with bullets. Okay, gonna be much safer on our round trip now. 82 repair packs. And that just needs time. Okay. Well, that makes me sad.
Yeah, there is not a lot of iron ore making it. Guess I just need to let it run and eventually I should get the concrete I need. My other little pseudo factory is producing a fair amount of ore. So I just need to figure out how to fit it down here. unless it starts backing up for some reason. Oh, shit. Yeah, because that's what it looks like. Yeah, all homium ore gets turned into solution. That's so.
Yeah, homium, I believe, only has one use. Well, as it goes down the chain, I should say, but... Speaking of which, though... Yeah, so we're gonna need... It looks like we're gonna want to make the mech armor on the planet you're on.
Okay.
We might want to make all the other stuff onto that planet, too.
Okay.
So, yeah, we need to have... Well, let's start with the armor. So we need to have 200 holmium plates apiece with 50 superconductors and 50 supercapacitors apiece, along with 100 blue chip. And that'll get us the mech armor.
Not a problem.
If we want batteries, we need supercapacitor, 10 supercapacitors plus batteries.
Not a problem. I'm not stashing superconductors in a box.
Well, I'm just saying eventually we still have to get the research done. Then after that, Mark II shields require low density structures, which is there. Blue chips, which is there, and then energy shields, which I'm drawing a blank on. Energy shields require red chips and steel, so that could be done there. And then personal roboport 2 requires 5 regular personal roboports, which require steel plates, batteries, iron gears, and red chips. And then we need 50 superconductors apiece for that, so yeah. And then if we want to have Mark III quality chips, we need 5 red chips, 5 blue chips, 1 superconductor, and 2 quality modules. But yeah, that's everything. We'd want all that done over there too.
Gotcha. Now I need electrical engines. Start, I need engines. Engines. Splitters.
Right, that's border secured.
Making a bunch of quick spitters. I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Yep.
You're primary, by the way. So, dance, monkey, dance.
Shoot him by feet. Alright, so. Active provider, passive provider, storage, buffer, requester. We never really played with the bots, so that's also going to be a nice little learning curve for us.
We played with bots before.
No, we have, but it's just still trying to remember, okay, you got the active provider chest, which I believe gets sent to storage. You got the passive provider chest, which are okay, if you need it, come take it, but it's not going to be in a main storage.
Oh, yeah.
Then you got the buffer chest, which, not gonna lie, beats the fuck out of me. $100, $200, $300, almost $400.
So, first things first. I need steel, iron gear, pipe. Those things. Iron gear is on the track. Steel is on the track. I don't think pipe is on the track.
Oh, no shit.
Nothing would be broken down into pipe. So I think I need to actually make pipe. Not particularly hard.
So 953.
Fuck me. Lubricant just requires light oil.
No, I thought it required like light oil and water.
Yeah, that's what you need for petroleum.
Oh.
That totally cocked that up.
What'd you do?
Lubricant requires heavy oil, not light oil.
Well, at least you tried.
Yeah. And that's the most important part of all. Oh. I swear to God, Chad, I played this game.
I mean, you're not really seeing proof of it, but He has.
That gives me electrical engines. How's my concrete box doing? Awful. My concrete box is doing awful. Manually building stone bricks, that sounds good. So steel, 100, measure, processing units, 200, engines, pipe. Oh, what the fuck is going on? Hell? Am I retarded?
Yes.
Scrap makes concrete? Oh my god, scrap does make concrete.
Yeah. Sorry, that was a development we discovered at the end of the day.
Oh, fuck off. XioniX, you fucker. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go tear down my concrete manufacturing.
I mean, nothing wrong with additional concrete.
Yeah, it's fundamentally unnecessary. All of this is wildly unnecessary. God, I'm such a moron. Anywho,
So I think I got a basic layout for or a basic area for a mall laid out.
okay. Well, so that's it. Storage shanks in there. See, just lubricant. That's a lot. I am going to need a ass load. So let's go ahead and bump this up a little.
Now, do we want the orange areas touching when it comes to roboports? I haven't done the research.
Yeah, I think orange area touching, like green is fine for flying through, but orange is like recharge zone, I think. Yeah, I believe you want for maximum, like if you're just doing
Efficiency.
distance, green is fine because they'll fly from green to green. But I think orange is where the service area actually is. Like, yeah, so when you're connecting these guys, you want orange. If you need to move tracks or put down underground, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to begrudge you putting down undergrounds. Alright. Iron ore. Dumpster. That.
And this is probably overkill, at least for a factory, but I have over 100 or over 200 assemblers available now. Okay.
That's a lot of assemblers.
Well, I'm sure we're going to be wanting to build a lot of things.
That's true. Here while I wait for engines to finish.
Apparently, 4 added 10 megawatts to our power drain.
Or what?
Roboports.
Oh, yeah, I guess they take a lot of power, huh? Alright. Show me rocket silo. Sure. Then silo. One. I need to rock. Light oil, solid. Anything can be solid. Literally just light oil. That's I could conceivably a lot of fuel going. Water's
All right, so use you.
Idiot. Here. Oh, those are made in assembly machines. Odd. hate it when I end up with an odd number of underground pipes. That means I fucked up something.
Mm-hmm. All right, so got it set up to where making large fire poles. Why? Because I just decided that was the easiest and the first one to work on.
Okay. You know, this has got to be the one planet where oil is never a problem.
So if I want to do, say, fast inserters and long inserters.
Since the priority is towards already recycled goods, I think it might be a while before I start getting decent bids in that thing. Freshly recycled is the only thing that's going to give me. Mind, all my scrap is going through pretty fast. Okay, so I'm gonna have to solve
Okay, I can already see how I would improve this. And I can click on this. So in my robotics network, I have green chips, copper plate, steel gears, copper wire, iron plate, and iron rod. All right. Like I said, though, I can already see how I would improve this. So right now, you can check it out later.
here for beer.
Yeah. I'll take care of that in a second.
Fucking mass production. Forgot that scrap pile. Substation. The chip shop substations. Factorio chips.
Alright, so let's see if I can.
You
For Space Stardew. Okay, so I cannot make it that smooth. Unfortunate.
First rocket is done. Yay!
Woo woo! Green chips. Green chips.
These structures are fortunately super rare. Or purple chips are breaking it down just fine, but for some reason I'm struggling on low density structure. The thing I could think of is maybe it was because my line was unstable.
No, that can't work. What I can do.
I'm gonna have to have my own little power supply. Oh. 96 would keep me from size. Oh, admittedly.
Enable. If this is less than 100 fill. If this is less than 100
Power pill.
fill. Read hand contact. Ball.
Can we do landfill? Is that
Yeah, all that takes is stone. Not even stone bricks, just stone.
do I need to make it in a machine or?
You can hand make it, but it's better to obviously put it through a processor. But yeah, all it takes, so just regular stone that you get from mining. That's all you need for landfill. So you might have to recycle concrete or stone bricks to break it down to that part, but 50 stone will make a landfill.
I wonder if I could build a land bridge so I don't have to try and set up power supply. Landfill is made in an assembler, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you should be able to make it by hand, but it is made in an assembler. Whoa, whoa. Hold up. Yeah, regular assembler. Alright, I think I did this properly. About to find out.
Alright, man, I'm gonna go. While my landfill builds up. So if I can land build, it'll just make my life easier. Then I don't have to build a 30-foot train. Well, I'm certainly up to the challenge of building a 30-foot train. It just seemed wasteful. What's your little machine mayhem thing doing?
So, making underground tracks, which is going to get transformed into quick underground tracks. Slow spitters, which gets turned into quick splitters. And if I set it up right, it should count up to 100 and stop. This is making large power poles. This is making medium power poles. This was making long pickers. This was making quick pickers. It's not the best setup, but it's, you know, just trial and error right now. Like, okay, just make sure I got understanding how this is working out.
Gotcha.
Apparently, I've been doing a lot of damage to our gears. I don't know if I put the call down to 2,000 for your your science, is that overkill right now?
Probably not. Check what I have.
Well, let me know when you want to send the rocket ship is more the big question, but I was just thinking about that because with space science, I have it set it for 2,000, so.
I have built up about 1,600. Considering it's been running all night, it's not super efficient. Mountains. I have 2 rockets. Rocket. Okay. I am at the moment trying to make sure my scrap is not too. Right now isn't a problem, but I want to make sure it lasts forever. You know what I mean? Or long enough that I can fuck off and not come back to it for a while.
Yeah. Ha! I did it properly. Yeah, we're pretty much getting to the point of... Don't need to be using slow tracks anymore.
Very nice. Very nice.
Alright, so...
So landfill. See if I can make a bridge stair with it. Foundation.
Foundation for what?
It just says foundation needed to fill oil.
You need foundation to build a path?
Yeah. So when I try and do backfill, foundation needed to oil ocean. The only foundation we have is space platform foundation, which I'm pretty sure is not what it wants. Is it in our science research?
Only. There it is. Foundation. Looks like we need to hit Fulgura for that. Because we need tungsten plate, we need carbon fibers, we need lithium plate, and we need fluoricate stone, gold.
Rail support foundation. Okay. So this isn't gonna fly then.
No, you're gonna have to do elevated trains.
And
But like you said, it's oh, you can't.
Trains are gonna. So that was what I was seeing in the science. If you look up foundation, rail support foundation to allow building elevator rails also in the deep parts of oil ocean or up. I might be able to build on the light parts. Have some. Yeah, no, my plan might be. But
I see refined concrete, rail, and steel. I'm not seeing foundation for elevated train.
so I can build it over the light parts. I can't build it over the dark parts. Alright, so that's. Alright, I can probably do this. Sticks. Shit. It does not change my fundamental. So, fuck, I need 100 refined concrete to make a ramp rail. Some shit.
Alright, looks like I need to go aggro for a sec. Let's see. So for mech armor, we need 5,000 of the potion. If we decide to ignore the mech armor for now, need 500 for Mark III batteries, 750 for Mark II armor or shield, and 750 for personal roboport Mark II. So that'd be 2,000 right there between those three. And then, like I said, 5,000 if we want to or build the mech armor. Well, research the mech armor. Go grab us some. Turrets, walls, move, do. Oh, good. I can build raiders.
I'm probably just gonna need to build a back and forth tree. It's simple.
Yeah, simple like you said, and yeah, right now if you only have 2 locations.
Have a bunch of land. But that's fun. But I suppose that's These things are big.
That's what she said.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, where be ye? Oh, way further west. Okay, that's big enough that I want to be paranoid.
Heyo, what's up?
Hey. Hello,
Hey,
hello.
Necron.
Factorio.
Yep.
Rare day off. Figured we give it another go, and I really like this game. So
Nice. Also, you watch Black Lagoon, right, Buddha?
it was one of my favorites. I mean, I still enjoy it. I just haven't watched it in a while.
I'm falling in love with crazy chicks.
I thought you already were.
Oh, it just gets even better. I am now horny for Roberta.
Talk to Scanner. I'm sure he could hook you up.
Yeah, he knows, but he always tells me, "Don't stick your dick in crazy." And I told him, I want Roberta to bite my dick off.
Jesus. Okay. One time use, you know, why not?
I mean, crazy, yeah, but at least she'll be obsessed with me. A lot of good girls are saying. Never mind. I don't want to continue.
Yeah,
my
wholesome,
thought.
I know. I mean, that's out there, but I guess whatever gets you off, man.
Oh, yeah. You know the death by snoo snoo?
Yes, death by snoo snoo.
What a way to die.
You know, you're making me think. So, just listening to random stories, one of the things that came up in Germany, something that happened once is you had a guy who wanted to be a cannibal and literally went online like, hey, anybody want to be eaten? And there's another dude who was like, yeah, sure, I want to be eaten.
Oh yeah, I know about that. I think I know that story.
Well,
One
apparently
guy-
that's happened more than once now, which is, you know, one-off, okay, crazies exist, but after that, that's like, okay, maybe there's something wrong. As far as I understand, all three of them were Germans too. Well, all three of the times it happened in Germany too, so. Maybe South Park had something when they said, what the fuck is wrong with German people?
I am not surprised. Anyways, just to move on about the crazy chicks. Pathfinder is giving me sometimes headaches, and I love it.
Sometimes.
Holy,
From the sound of it,
sometimes
that game is one big headache, dude.
for me, it's not. I mean, I love it. It's that it's complicated as fuck. Even with mods, adding skills that are meant for other classes, it's still like doesn't make. Oh yeah, yeah, you're overpowered. Yeah, you mod your character to be like a god, but if you kill this character, it's gonna have this store. If it's gonna have this effect. If you're gonna do this to this character, it's gonna have this effect. If you're gonna choose this path, it's gonna have this effect. So still, this is one of the games that I love that with or without mods, it can still fuck me up if I just made a slight or a big worse decision. If I chose the wrong dialogue, if I chose the wrong character to have a relationship with, if I chose the wrong side that I pick with.
Yeah.
Mods cannot fucking save me. And I love it. I was like, yeah, I can be as overpowered as I want. The moment
Hey,
the
man.
decision making comes into play, yeah, that's where the game's like, oh, you think mods can save you, huh? Well, here, dipshit, here's some situations where it can affect the story. You think you're still going in this route that you want with these mods? Fucking, I love it.
Like I said, as long. See, that's the thing that kills me though. Isn't this an MMO?
No, it's what they say, CRPG. It's not an MMO. It's not an online.
Okay. Sorry, the guy I usually watch, he plays things like Diablo and stuff like that, so I figured that was inside the same wheelhouse where you're still running around with other players.
Well, yeah, and yeah, Spot Finder is like, look at this, look at the text, look at so many texts. Oh, you're done with it. Just look at the damage calculations. D1, D4, D4, D6 plus 20, 1 D20 plus 8 plus the caster level. I was like that. Ooh, lovely. I love it. And also, I love the fact that the game can switch from turn-based mode to real-time mode in a snap. It's like, what? Actually, one of the videos watch, he says,
Yeah.
I think real-time mode is only the most useful part. No, sometimes if the enemy is too powerful, especially if you modded the game to be in and make it difficulty times 1000. You're gonna have to switch to turn-based mode. Like for a while, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna do this, and then go back to real-time mode. I was like,
Oh, so does it force the trade? Or the trade from one mode to another?
yes. So that's what each spell that says 1 minute / per round. So it's showing like, okay, if you're gonna do turn-based mode, this is in per round. But if you're gonna do full-time mode, in real-time mode, 1 round is equals to 6 seconds.
Yeah, straight up D&D on that one. Yeah, I didn't know
D&D,
Neverwinter
that's
Nights was
complicated.
online capable. Well, I only played the first one, so I wasn't sure if that was online capable or not.
Mm.
But, yeah, no, I always figured Pathfinder and stuff like that were... I mean, don't get me wrong, you don't have to be multiplayer, but essentially you were going to be in a world where you could see other players running around while you were doing your thing too. It's what I thought.
Yeah, and still, that's the and decisions. Yeah, Iskander sent me a video where there's a video that says Greg will remember this. Greg will remember this. And I was like, yep, that's basically Pathfinder. Every decision that I make, everything that I fucking do,
Greg
fucking
remembers.
affects it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greg
Greg is an
remembers.
elephant, apparently.
Yeah, Greg fucking remembers everything.
Actually, Laura,
But
that makes me think of somebody who wanted to get a job at Bethesda. Straight up modded his own Skyrim module and used that as his, I guess, resume. Like, hey, I want to work for you guys. And from what I remember, it was massive. Like, you're talking about, I don't know, 20 hours worth of gameplay, unique dialogue, unique buildings and settlements and stuff like that. Now, don't get me wrong. Not sure exactly how modular Skyrim's supposed to be, but if you're passionate enough, you can module. Okay, all that stuff is good. Sorry, you're good, Iskander. I just wanted to say that real quick. Ah, damn it! Names suck, anyways.
Tell that to Necron.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Necron. How you doing?
The fuck? Okay, let me check on Twitch. What the fuck is happening on Twitch right now?
Nothing. Buddha brain just short-circuited. That's all.
Buddha accidentally called you a scanner. That's all that happened.
He said Iskander. I went and talked to Lauren real quick, and then I went back to talking to Necron. But last name in my head was Iskander. I am not good with names.
Buddha did a dump. That's all.
Okay, it's okay. I find her in the... Oh yeah, Lauren's just... Hello, Lauren. Also,
Alright,
yeah, but still, I'm loving slowly I'm loving Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Yes, and when I found out that there is no summon limit as long as my laptop can handle it, I was like,
As long as my computer doesn't fry itself, we're golden.
Yeah, I was like, Undead Army Ein style, let's fucking go. Yeah, you know what I like about the lich path that I take? Like, I don't need to go full on lich path. What I love about it is that the first few times my companions are like, we know that necromancy is immoral, but I understand that desperate times calls for desperate measures. So as long as you don't go too crazy, we can tolerate that. I was like, if you could tolerate my power, okay. I was like, I'm kind of surprised that you paladins, that you followers of the light goddess, are somewhat tolerable of my necromancy powers as long as I don't go too crazy. You know what?
You should probably be very happy that there's no what do they call them again? XioniX Peltards?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, lawful stupid. That's what it is.
Oh, there is one actually, but since spoilers, he became like the commander of the 5th crusade of the Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. So even since I'm already a commander, even though he's doesn't want it, and he warns me like, as an old man you should warn that your powers are bad, blah blah blah. Still like, okay, but you're the commander, so I'm gonna tolerate that, even though I hate it. The rest of my companions, the party members, and some of the generals were like, yeah, it's questionable, but hey, if it helps us win the war, why the fuck not? As long as the commander doesn't go apeshit and decided to resurrect all of us. And I was like, oh, don't worry, I only reanimate dead demon creatures and turn them to skeletons.
Well, I love it.
Unless one of you-
You consider paladins to not be human creatures. Good.
What do you mean by that? Wait, what do you mean by that?
If paladins were to die, you would resurrect them. You're like, I only resurrect dead human creatures. If a paladin were to die,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that much of a dickhead. I'm not that much of a dickhead. I mean, paladins are paladins, and I have respect for it. Even if I'm not a lich, or if I am, as much as I love necromancy and like being a shadow monarch or being a necromancer, I have respect for paladins actually, both in game and in lore and in story. I have respect for them, honestly.
what do you mean by that, Lauren? Native outsiders.
Lore, as in lores. Sometimes in lore stories where they talk about paladins and such.
No, we're talking to Lauren. Chat.
Yeah, he just said that. To be fair, some advanced paladins are probably native outsiders. I mean, I don't know. I guess they could.
Depends. But regardless, a paladin is a paladin. Paladin classes are a person who uses are using a paladin class. You have my respect. You have my respect. A creature of the outsider type, but that isn't considered extra planar, and as such can't be banished. Huh.
I mean, yeah.
There are a number of divine prestige classes in Deep Worm Farm that changed you. Yeah, they do. Currently,
more D&D.
in the Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, one of the first deity that I worship is Apsu. Basically, the dragon god of metallic dragons, because metal. Literally. Yeah.
Because metal.
I mean, it's a metallic dragon. What the hell do we expect? It's fucking cool. Yeah, you see a dragon scaly that is born in nature. Yeah, that's cool. But that's a metallic like dragon. Fuck yeah.
Listens to Metallica, and he's broody about his
I
I
figured that'd
hope
be
that
more
the
Slayer
dragon
than
can.
Metallica.
I hope the dragon's claws can turn into swords. It's a metallic dragon. Let's fucking go.
Right now, my brain just hopped to metallic golems, so you know you have to actually sacrifice materials to make the golems. But that was back in Diablo 2, so. All right, that just fixed the plastic issue we've been having a low issue on. Red chips are backing up. Let's collect some of these.
Asimars and tieflings were outsiders. Oh yeah. Yep. Sometimes the rate
Did XioniX
depending on
you make a tiefling, or was that someone? No, I was thinking of somebody else.
I've played it was a forearm bug.
Oh, Thrycreen.
Yeah, Thrycreen.
Never touched 4. We did 5 for a little bit. Most of my play was 3.5, but like I said, the amount of play that I actually did was so minuscule that I would not be a source of anything on that one.
Very good.
So how's your potion production going over there?
It's largely remained static. I haven't done anything to really augment it aside from occasionally fetching unobtainium from my other mine.
We're up to 2K, but you said your rocket's done or not done?
Yeah, so I can send you 2,000, but I don't know how heavy it is. Rocket capacity 1,000. So I can send you 1,000 if you want to send me Dalahan.
Okay, might as well get at least a single cycle going.
No, I can get you 2 stacks because I have 2 rockets. Yeah, send me Dalahan, I'll send you back 2 stacks.
Oh, that's right. Okay. No, not Fulgura. All right, go to Dolahan. Go here. Delete that. Add station. Go to Fulgura. All right. Only made one little change. Let's see if that or how well that helps out.
Bullets on both sides of the line, that's good. Go, Dalahan!
I mean, there was also 1 or 2 bullet upgrades in there, but don't know if that's gonna make too much of a difference.
Yeah, no, the biggest
So,
problem is the sides doesn't
yeah.
have.
Well, when he's traveling, it's not an issue. It's only when he's gonna be stationary at the planet that's gonna be. But he has 80 repair packs, so we should be solid. Go for
Go
it.
ahead. Welcome to join our Discord if you want, Mark. Sorts of crazy shit happening there.
I was gonna say, as you've already heard, this is totally a wholesome channel. Looks like Dullahan is at Fulgura. God damn it. And the line never emptied out. I mean, it's a little lighter, but we're solid.
It's 2,000 science heading up.
I guess.
Rebecca guy sounds young. Young people that just expected to have horny down. That's too unreasonableness. Mm, yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Guilty. So you
My,
just set up the 2,000? Sorry,
Yep.
1 second.
Yeah,
Necron.
there should be 2,000 up there, so you should be good to...
I'll wait a little bit, let the ammo back up a bit. We do actually.
what do you mean by that?
We remember some of the messed up shit we had in our heads when we were younger. Now, I don't know how old you are, so saying younger is a relative term on this one, but
Want to know how old I am?
nope.
Want to know
Okay,
my
then.
secret identity?
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're interacting. We can keep it at that. No, we had this one guy from, was it Australia? No, we had one guy from New England. He's like, yeah, you know, I'm 13, dude. Okay, you're 13. We'll try to be a little more calm in what we're saying, but you know, I'm more than willing to be ignorant on this one. That I do remember too. All right, so mostly backing up. Let's give Dullahan his
I mean,
ride
to be
home to
fair,
Nauvis.
Horny still kind of has too high of a priority.
It diminishes after a while.
Does it?
You know, in increments, in increments. So Necron, when you actually play a new game, though, you straight up start off modding, or do you actually give the base game a go?
Depends. Depends actually. Sometimes modding can just add. Most of the time, if I mod, it's mostly the spells and added storyline. You know, just for like I can just keep on continuing playing the game. So far in Pathfinder, oh, no matter how many times I can mod it, there will always be multiple endings, multiple ways, multiple things that be like, what if I do this? What if I do that? What if I do this? And what if I do that?
Yeah, for me, so like right now when I solo play, I'm going through Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and it's like, okay, beat the game, no mods. Then after that, I'll go crazy. But then again, fairly new to modding, so I don't know. I think it's because older brother I had that was one of those big things he would say is like, no, you have to play the game first. After you beat the game, okay, you know, do some mods, do some cheats, whatever. But at least play the game baseline, then see how it works from there. All right, the science packs got sent back down to Nauvis.
Well, there's only one game that I can and maybe. Oh shit! Something dropped. Okay. There we go. Well, there's one game that I can say I refuse to mod, even if I want to. It's Devil May Cry 5. There's a mod there that basically adds like more movesets for Virgil.
Yeah.
And not only that, but it can make you say like 50 enemies at once. And I was like, you know, yeah, it's like there's a mod that says, okay, you want to fight like 50 enemies at once per level. Why the fuck not? And I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna mod it like that. I'm just gonna stick to it just with because I want to combos in style. And I still trying to master Nero's combos. And I haven't even unlocked like all of his shit yet. But still it's like, oh, okay, this combo goes here, this combo goes there, okay. How the fuck do I dodge again in the perfect timing? Oh, that one frame. That one attack frame that I have to dodge before it lands. Yay.
Ah, come on, man. Get good, scrub. Get good.
Yeah. Oh, he's expected to be the easiest to master. Second was E. The last one that is the hardest to master, even the veterans agree, is Dante. Fucking hell, like 4 styles. I love it. I actually love his playstyle. However, it takes a long time to master each and every style, and not only that is to combine each style like swordmaster, gunslinger, trickster, royal guard. You have to like know which combinations which.
Yeah.
And if you really want to go in style, you need to know when to switch it and which weapons to switch it with. He's the hardest to master, but so worth it when you do. Second is Virgil. It's like Virgil is also hard to master because also timing, because he's more focused on speed. So timing, speed, when to hit judgment cut, when to be in Sin Devil trigger form. Yeah, basically also combos. You need to really master the blade. Is what they say. Dante is basically, I want to do everything. I'm not gonna master every single weapon like my brother, but I'm gonna do it in style. That's what I love him. Just does it in style, and he ends it in style. I mean, I would too. I would do too. I mean, if I can combine like 3 or 4 powers at once, and I can defeat my enemies in style, why not? What were we gonna say?
Uh, I was trying to remember. I actually had something for that too, where it's like, hey man, doesn't matter what you do as long as you do it with style. And it looks like the natives are
Exactly.
getting rowdy.
Yeah, no, you're getting some shenanigans over there, man.
I really do need to expand my concrete highway. I wish there was like extenders 2.0. That would be awesome.
Sure. But
Of course, actually, now the closest thing that's coming to mind is older movie. You ever watch The Mask of Zorro? Necron?
Mask of Zorro.
Yeah.
No, I didn't get the chance. Yet.
It's a pretty decent movie. There's this one bit in there where it's like, I'm going to teach you something you can't just pick up. What's that? Class. This is probably going to take a while.
Class. This is what you can't
No, it
do.
was Charm.
Class.
It was Charm, not a class. Been a while since I've seen the movie, but part of what
Oh,
hopped in
Charm.
my head. Yeah, let's take you back to the cleaners.
Do you know how to use that thing? Stick the pointy end in the other end.
This took a while. Yeah, I think I watched that movie once again, like probably 2 years ago at this point. Not even sure why I had the urge to watch it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is definitely over engineering. Okay, it'll be fun. Oh, big power. Oh, big power.
I am really starting to fall in love with this personal defense laser. Oh. Shit. Hey. No.
What's up?
My robots aren't deconstructing my turrets anymore.
Fuckers.
Here, I want to be all kinds of lazy and shit.
My chain should be.
Oh! Because I'm a moron. Got it. Simplest solution. Or simplest answer.
Achievement.
There's Mark II.
Balls.
I think about what the hell do you feed your train over there? Do you get coal? No, you have to get coal.
I'm using solid rocket fuel.
Gonna get this bitch moving.
Yeah, I'm just I don't know if it makes sense necessarily just because I have an engine on either side. I don't even know if I need an engine on either side. Like,
I want to say I think you do, but I have no clue. I didn't do the train research.
just kind of assuming I do. I don't know if necessarily both of them need. Uh, Boink. Hi. Why were you bitching that you were out of scrap? You weren't out of scrap, mate. In any case, train is working now. It's being powered by rocket fuel, so that's good. Infinite rocket fuel.
Oh, that was tight.
Lots of words. Thing okay over there, Buddha?
Yep. Getting down the last spawner. Está bueno. fob. Oh, personal fail. Running out of radars. There we go. Yeah, with how far away the Northeast is from the pollution cloud, I'm a little surprised they were the ones that got rowdy. I figured it was going to be the South and the West again. So, personal armor Mark II. Ah, I need purple chips. Of course, I guess I can go steal them from our rocket systems. Refill?
I'm just gonna do another beer. I had another full drink. I think it's too much for me.
Yep.
I do want to finish my project.
So, need 10 energy shields. Energy shields is red chips and steel. How many armors do you run?
Armors?
Or energy shields?
Right now I have 2, but they're meaningless. At least in the current context.
Yeah, it's still good to have them. Alright, so... need 10 apiece. How much do I got? 1, 2, 6. 200 kilojoules. Oh yeah, so it's triple, so I could... You know what? I can go with less shields. That's more laser turrets. I could kill everything with this.
I can become God.
So low densities I have. Purple processing unit I'm about to steal. Why can't I make 2? Oh, because I don't have enough shields yet. God, I'm a moron. And it looks like gonna have to do the same thing again. So our rocket fuel looks like it's mostly dead. No, we're full, still fully stored. Oh, it's because we're not storing enough petroleum. We're having a bit of a choke point happening over at fuel processing near or at the rocket silos.
Okay.
And it looks like that we're not burning petroleum quick enough.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, that's simple though. And then fluid storage. There you are. All right, process is back. Bring petroleum on sulfur, sulfur to make sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is being used for oh really, sulfuric is used for purple. I totally missed that. Fuel Mark 2. So I can make 3 more. And personal laser turrets require laser turrets. Laser turrets require batteries. Sweet.
I'm playing in a quest right now called the Black Water. Basically, everyone is from another dimension and it's high tech in a fantasy setting. And the characters are like, what is this abomination? Mechanical beings and all. One of my companions is actually interested because she's a scientist. Her name is Nenio. She's the only one that is interested. I met the final boss now, and his name is 100 Face. And then he was talking like basically like the mechanic is from Warhammer 40k. The moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, disgusted me. Basically that.
Sounds about
Okay.
right.
I mean, yeah. Okay. Okay.
Mississippi Moon, won't you keep on shining on me? What?
I was gonna say, I think that's another song, but that I'm not making the connection.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm not one big one for music, apparently. I'll be right back. And I've always wondered how you would do a crossover like that, trying to do a fantasy with a. So my parents are straight-laced religious people. One time, like 4 years ago, they decided to bring out Cheech and Chong song about how Santa's really just a dude who lives in an apartment with a bunch of midgets.
Well, fantasy that combining with sci-fi. I mean, Warhammer 40K has that covered, and D&D. Basically, D&D has this class called the Artificer. So basically, if you are good at that class well enough, I mean, it depends on the rule setting. I think you can basically just create any high tech, given the resources and time and the skills able to build that in the setting, in the campaign, as the DM allows you to be.
I mean, I guess it's true, but for me, like Warhammer 40K, it always had it as part of the lore. It's how do you take one that it's like, because you're right, the Artificer does exist, but I still think there's limitations because golems are a thing, but it's not the same as having a robot or a mech. I mean, it's similar but different.
Yeah.
So when you have full-blown futuristic spacefaring tech and magic using, there was actually a book series I went through, even though it only had like 2 books. God, I wish they would have kept that going. It's called like Gate or something like that, where you have an entire society that's based purely on magic. You have another society that's based purely on technology, and then they run into a clash.
I mean, I'm playing right now. I think this is a small quest. 100 Face says that the technology that he get is from Numerion, which is from the ancient civilization, and it's sky metal. So they have like a side where they were like, you know what? Let's build some technology called the Technic League, and then they combined some magic, and then voila. But so far, what happens with right now Technic, as far as I understand, currently in the dialogue is like, yeah, but you're gonna have to submit to us, transform into robotic flesh. And I was like, I checked my stats, I checked my class, I checked the powers that I got, I checked my companions, and I was like, just give it to us for free. The nations of Glorian are undeveloped beyond measures. It's greater than their failures, and only the device that we assembled. Like, you know, the one thing I sad about the plot is written here for 100 Faces that I didn't. There's no canon dialogue where like, you know what? Instead of us fighting, why not join our side? You know, we could use the technology to win the wars against the demons. I'm gonna see how this goes. The birds of the we are satisfied
Yeah.
with your
I don't remember what the theme of the Doobie Brothers were, but I know it was a lot. Drills. All the goddamn drills. Not those drills.
Drill, baby, drill.
Yep. Going all Trumpian on this planet.
Now, when it comes to it, I've listened to a lot of different songs, but I never pay attention to who the artists were. So part of me is sitting here is like, I'm sure I've listened to a Doobie Brothers song before, but for the life of me, I couldn't tell you a single one of them. But like I said, I'm just not a big music dude. Huh. Guess I'll have to start looking up some bands. Or groups.
Oh, my goodness, 100 face, you mad lad. Oh, man. He says, true, playing a game is the preferred default activity for the most advanced intellects. The mind's purpose is to play and find the optimal strategy to achieve total victory. Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
Mostly true, yeah.
I told him like there's a good option that says you're just playing the lives of others, and he says, yeah, basically.
And
Just means we're playing for keeps, man. Alright, just enough so I can give this a go. So I'm now up to 6 personal lasers. Gonna see how well that works out.
uh, should probably be fine. I mean, it's not on any stretch of the imagination, but
So obviously I want to get done what I'm trying right now, but good friend, it's 10:37 right now.
yeah, no, I'm just making sure. I got more than enough power over time. It definitely needs to be optimized because these 3 train cars are gonna. I definitely need to call it. Just see
Like
how
I
the
said, I just
offload
need a minute
thing-
because I want to do something real quick, but yeah, I'll be good to call it in a couple minutes. So yeah, 6 lasers, worth it.
I'm probably gonna have to build another train. There's certainly room for optimization here, but this is going to.
Wow. Of all the things I was going to run out of, I did not think walls was going to be one of them.
Yeah, I need to. I have to do boxes. I am absolutely boxes. All right, I need to call it as soon as you're ready. I got the skeleton of what I need. I am gonna have to tweak it because I need to get some sort of storage. I need to min-max load too. I think I can make it work with just this one train, but I might need to set it up. Boxes. Shit.
And end where I always end at this point. My uranium's working out beautifully. Okay, I'm gonna call it.
Get back to my train stop. Alright, cool. Alright, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow we'll be back with some Monster Hunter Wilds. And then we'll be back with more Factorio on Friday. And that's where's Buddha.
No. Have a good night.